And good afternoon, everyone. This is Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor. My name is Jim, and this is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog network. This is a directed network, and I am net control. If at any time during this net should any emergency arise, please notify net control, and we'll stand by and allow those in need to access this frequency. Is there any priority or emergency traffic at this time? And hearing nothing, we will continue. This net is all about ham radio and being all that you can be. That's what our Qso-Vlog network is all about, trying to help people achieve the best sounding station possible. Thanks for dropping by. FYI, my background is 50 years in commercial broadcasting, where a lot of big bucks are spent on audio processing equipment and getting it set up correctly to get the loudest, best sounding station possible. Well, long story short, when I became a ham radio operator, I could hear immediately a large discrepancy in on-air technical proficiency. A lot of stations were running with very poor mic equalization, very muddy, with little articulation. And as I continued to work stations, I realized most of the stations were also running very low average peak modulation, many around 30% of average peak modulation. So with my background, I felt I could help, or at least try. I knew that most modern-day ham transceivers did have enough onboard processing equipment to be able to overcome most all of the problems. So it would just be a matter of developing a generic dynamic range setup procedure and then adjusting the onboard EQ gear. And so I started the Qso-Vlog network with the phrase, if you have a radio you want to check out, give us a shout. And today we're currently featuring over 2,100 Qso-Vlog Aircheck recordings. And you can access these recordings by going to YouTube and doing a call letter search for KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook. That's Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook. And we also have a new series called KC9VKV Highlights. That's Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word highlights on a YouTube search. These are some of our less technical and more human nature philosophical kinds of QSOs, such as one of my favorites called Something to Crow About, featuring Kenny and his master modulating rooster Henry. You'll have to check it out on our Qso-Vlog Highlights YouTube page. Our mission statement for the network is to establish a higher technical level of radio transmissions of the human voice by the intelligent utilization of available electronics in current amateur radio transceivers. Our setup, while generic in nature, converts the average 10 dB dynamic range transmitter with an average 30% of peak modulation to a much fuller 3 dB dynamic range with an average 80 to 85% of peak modulation. This substantial boost in audio transmit level is extremely beneficial in high noise levels and heavy QRM. It allows you to punch through when others fail. The second part of our transmitter setup has to do with proper mic equalization. We're looking to optimize the transmitted voice for a higher degree of intelligibility through the use of EQ patterns that bring out the articulation aspects of the human voice. Again, why need to hear the voice if you can't understand the words? Also this afternoon on the receive side, we're running 4 internet SDR receivers monitoring New York, Pennsylvania, Georgia, and Virginia, trying to get the best copy from our 100-watt friends. Now the audio from these 4 SDR receivers comes up on a 6-position rotary selector. Also in this selector is our local receiver audio. And today our local receiver is running 3 large 10-foot vertical magnetic loop antennas, one aimed at 0 degrees, one aimed at 90 degrees, and number 3 is aimed at 134 degrees. In addition, 2 of the 3 may be rotated separately. They are selected by a 6-position rotary selector. Also today on the transmit side, we'll be running our no SWR, specially oriented resonant dipole antenna. One leg of this resonant dipole is broadside to Montreal, Canada. The other leg is broadside to Miami, Florida. As we were constructing our station, our mantra was 20 over for Montreal to Miami with a hotspot through the Carolinas. And although conditions may vary, the general performance of this antenna supports its mission. Also today we'll be running our input source indicator, so when we switch from an internet SDR receiver to our local receiver, you'll be able to hear the switch and see the switch. You'll have to check it out on our YouTube Qso-Vlog video. And as we come together for another Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net, let us pause just a moment for the amateur radio operator's prayer. Lord, we pray for clear 20 over S9 communications today. Let all our transmissions fill the air and reach their destinations QSA5 to be understood by all. During this time of pandemic that has challenged us all, we pray that you will protect everyone, especially our elderly. And also, Lord, we seek your divine intervention to bring peace to a very divided United States. As we go through a very conflicting time in America's history with dark clouds all around, we pray that you'll reduce life's daily political QRM between our brothers and sisters, and through your love and guidance, show us the way to find peace and harmony. Help us to communicate with one another 20 over S9. Thank you, Lord, and God bless and protect America. Amen. I would appreciate all stations checking into our Qso-Vlog net to keep their bandpass to no wider than 100 to 2900. Again, please, no wider than 100 to 2900. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog network. And now, let's check in and see if Charlie K1GZL is on frequency to bring us up to date on the latest 40-meter band propagation. Charlie, got a copy?
Charlie, got a copy? Too strong. That's because of the absorption and the near summer conditions with the sun as high as it is. But you are Q5. I'm assuming you're copying me a little better through Milford or one of those stations. So I do have a little Captain Mike on here, and I'll play a bit of that on my next transmission. KC9VKV. How do you copy? K1G, Z, and an L.
Roger, Charlie. I've got you 35 over on the Milford. Roger.
We're on the Milford. Roger. Okay, I'm glad to hear that. Here is Captain Mike. 2 days ago, he had landed in Sacramento, California, and I have him on the ramp. And then when I end with all this, he's on the ramp in Philadelphia. I think we can hear both of these, I hope. Anyway, but after this short recording of him on the ramp, I'll play him in southwest Wyoming this morning on the 22nd of April 2020. So here is Captain Mike on the ramp in Sacramento, California. Here, and we're facing east. I wonder when we turn north if you'll notice a difference. So right now we're facing east on the tarmac. Lots of daylight left, so definitely a big difference than it was a few months ago. But good copy on you there, Charlie. We're on the ground here in Sacramento, 20 meters. Nice to work you on 20. I heard you on 160. I heard you on 160, but you were about a 44. Okay, now that was Captain Mike on the ramp in Sacramento, and here he is in, I hope I got the right cassette here, not on the ramp, but in southwestern Wyoming. Wait a minute, here we go. See that far along here. Let's see, it's just on the southwestern part of Wyoming, and I'll tell you right now, we are exactly 180 nautical miles to the northwest of Denver. So we still have a long way to go. Got off to a little late start this morning, and now we're estimating Philly at about 220, 225. But it's been smooth, and all is well. K1GZL, KX4, Whiskey Charlie. Okay, here he is a little further on from our destination there, and I think we're going to be pretty close to that 225 arrival into Philly there. Anyway, so let's see, today's Friday, so you're not going to be on in the group tonight. I guess you'll probably be on with the Friday night, I forget his call sign now, I think his name is Dave, I believe. Anyway, maybe I'll pick you up there tomorrow, though. Tomorrow on the way back west. 4 Whiskey Charlie. X4 Whiskey Charlie. We're showing 65 miles east of Scotts Bluff at 390, and temp up here is minus 60, looks like 62 degrees here. And actually now we're getting a little better of that tailwind, and showing about a 505 knots across the ground there. But still having the same ETA into Philadelphia there at about 225. So, you are 59 plus Charlie, great signal. You're really moving in here to Nebraska. K1GZL, KX4 Whiskey Charlie. But again, you're a good copy. Unless you want to try 40 now, or you think that might not work out. K1GZL, KX4 Whiskey Charlie. Okay, all right, KX4 Whiskey Charlie, just northeast of South Bend, Indiana, at 390. And we're showing 500 Philadelphia Charlie at ETA, and there is 1825, which is 125 your time.
Okay, and here he is, I think, on the ramp.
Again, facing to the north, and you are 59 plus, so definitely sounding a lot better than you were at 1 o'clock. K1GZL, KX4 Whiskey Charlie. Yeah, we're just on the east side of Lake Mississippi.
Wait a minute.
Here today, lots of traffic, very busy here today, but beautiful visibility, and we are again facing to the north, and you are 59 plus, so definitely sounding a lot better than you were at 1 o'clock.
Okay, well.
4 Whiskey Charlie. On the ground, Philadelphia. Charlie, we're facing north, and it's clear. A little gusty here today, lots of traffic, very busy here today, but beautiful visibility.
Okay, and that was Captain Mike on 40 meters in this case on the ramp. Sorry to make it so long, Jim, but that is the summary of his whole travels so far. KC9VKV, K1GZL.
Roger, Roger. Charlie, I'd love to have been a fly on the wall in your shack when you were putting that together. You were probably busier than a one-armed paper hanger.
I didn't get that, Jim. You dropped down a signal on the direct shot to your location.
Roger, I was just saying that you sounded like you were busier than a one-armed paper hanger, putting all those cassettes in and out of the machine.
Oh yeah. It is interesting. I tried to. I can't mark this very well, except the cassette itself. I can say what the date is and so on. But what the date is and the whole shebang. But it's fascinating. It's fascinating tracking Captain Mike in all these various places, and it's amazing. I can close my eyes and I can hear him talking right here in person. He doesn't sound any different. He sounds the same over the air as he does in person. Well, look, Jim, I'll let you go, and we'll try to catch you next Friday. We'll try to catch you next Friday at the usual time, and I certainly hope that the propagation gods will be kind to us. KC9VKV in southern Indiana, across the river from Louisville, Kentucky, K1GZL. It's always a great pleasure, Jim.
Roger, Roger. Charlie 73 up that way, sir. Thanks for dropping by and bringing us Captain Mike and all the other features that you bring with you. 73, sir. And just a reminder, this is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. My name is Jim, KC9VKV, and I'm better known in some circles as Dr. VKV. And we're recording now live till 5, so if you have a radio you want to check out, give us a shout. We'll post this recording up on YouTube then in the next couple of days. So when you go to YouTube, you just do a call letter search for KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook. That's Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook, and that will take you to our Qso-Vlog page on YouTube, where we're currently featuring over 2,100 Qso-Vlog Aircheck recordings. This recording will be cut number 1 in that series, regardless of what YouTube says. And we also have a new series called KC9VKV Highlights. That's Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word highlights on a YouTube search. These are some of our less technical, more human nature, philosophical kinds of things that you could enjoy. So there you go. And let's get on with the show. If you have a radio you want to check out, give us a shout.
Check out. Give us a shout.
I got just Oscar at the end. Try one more time, sir. I'm not sure we're going to be able to make this work, but I'm going to try. So try again your name, sir.
Make this work, but I'm going to try. So try again your name, sir.
He's got F on his signal, too. It makes it hard to understand him.
Can you relay?
Can you relay?
He's got RF. It's hard to understand him. Station, give your ID once more time. I think I got Kilo Delta 5. You've got RF really bad. You might want to check it out and then try back again.
Yes, sir. I was wondering why I was having difficulty. I did not have a good enough copy even to hear the RF and the AF. Sorry, sir, but maybe you can correct your problem, and also maybe we'll get a little bit better propagations going there.
Yeah, the signal was really weak because of conditions, and then the RF, it was just unintelligible. All right, KJ4, REZ.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Appreciate that. How you doing today, anyway?
Thank you. Appreciate that. How you doing today, anyway?
I'm doing good. This is Floyd over in South Carolina. I haven't talked to you in a long time. I was spinning the VFO and heard you, and heard you having a hard copy with that guy. But hear him, but it just really distorted audio.
Roger, Floyd, you're tearing Georgia up. I went down to Georgia just to check things out. Oh, gosh, must be 20 over down in Georgia.
Oh, good deal. My barefoot station's getting out then, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, I don't have much of a copy on my local antenna, unfortunately, but that's why I am running these 4 internet SDRs in kind of a regional grid to be able to help copy our 100-watt friends. Roger.
Roger. Yeah, you're way down. You're usually 20 over. You're like 5'7", so the sunspots, they're taking a toll on propagation, that's for sure. All right, well, let's get back at it, partner. You have a wonderful day. Kilo Juliet 4, Romeo Echo Zulu.
Thank you, Floyd 73, sir. You have a great afternoon, and thanks for covering and helping me out there. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog show. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
Kilo Delta 2, Victor Charlie Lima.
Victor Charlie Lima station, come back slowly, phonetically with your call sign.
Surely. That's Kilo Delta 2, Victor Charlie Lima.
Victor Charlie Lima, Roger, what's the name there?
Name is Harry, Hotel Alpha Romeo Yankee. And if you could just also repeat your call sign phonetically, please. The propagation is a little weird today.
Roger, Harry. The call here is Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor. Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor. Harry, whereabouts are you located, sir?
Victor Kilo Victor. Harry, whereabouts are you located, sir?
You got it. I was close.
Roger, Harry, where are you located, sir?
Roger, Harry, where are you located, sir?
I am located in South Carolina, just outside of Hilton Head, QSL.
Roger, Harry, and what radio are you running today?
Roger, Harry, and what radio are you running today?
I'm on an FPDX10.
Roger, Roger. Well, if you'd be interested in our setup procedure, it starts with verifying your bandpass as being 100 to 2900. Roger.
Pass as being 100 to 2900. Roger.
Roger that.
All right, so you are running 100 to 2900, Roger.
So you are running 100 to 2900, Roger.
Roger that. I'm just getting into my menu, please. Hang on 1 second.
Alrighty, that's that's the only way to run that radio, man. 100 to 2900. Next part of the setup has to do with the compressor engaged, on, and a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100. Roger.
On and a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100. Roger.
That's really a token amount of compression, about a third of its capability, but it does exactly what we need it to do, Roger.
But it does exactly what we need it to do, Roger.
Okay, say that again, please.
Roger, compression on, and a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100, Roger.
On and a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100, Roger.
Roger, Roger there. Harry, did you get that compressor on and 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100?
Compressor on and 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100?
No, I did not. Just give me 1 second, please.
Well, allegedly, but we're hanging out right now for Harry as he's searching for his compression on and at a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100.
At a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100.
Harry, how about some notes? I can give you some notes, sir, and then you can find things at your leisure.
Some notes. I can give you some notes, sir, and then you can find things at your leisure.
Go ahead.
Alrighty, your setup is compression on at a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100. Roger, that's note 1.
Out of 10 or 30 out of 100. Roger, that's note 1.
Okay.
Then move to your ALC with mic gain in hand, and as you say the magic word audio, adjust your mic gain for mid-scale to 2/3 reading on your ALC meter. Roger.
2/3 reading on your ALC meter. Roger.
Yeah, it's got mic gain on at 49.
It's not, mic gain is not the important thing. It's how that mic gain affects the ALC. So the important thing is to adjust your mic gain until you're mid-scale to 2/3 reading on your ALC as you say the magic word audio.
ALC as you say the magic word audio.
Audio. And I am close to halfway.
Okay, and you have your compressor on and that a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100?
Have your compressor on and that a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100?
Yeah, I don't know why I'm not finding my compressor.
Well, as they're talking about, so it probably wouldn't affect it too much. But usually, you know, what you want to do is put all your stuff in the bag before you adjust your ALC. Because anytime you make an adjustment after you make your ALC adjustment, it can affect it. So the idea is that we get all that done ahead of time, and then we make one adjustment on the ALC. But anyway, we're doing this a little backwards because you can't find your compressor. So, but you have your ALC level. So now I would suggest we move on to the equalization page. Roger?
Suggest we move on to the equalization page. Roger?
Okay.
Let me know when you're on the EQ page.
Let me know when you're on the EQ page.
Okay, I'm on SSB EQ page.
Okay, sir. What we need? What kind of equalizer do you have there? Is it a 3-band, 8-band, or what?
Equalizer do you have there? Is it a 3-band, 8-band, or what?
Or do you have fixed equalizers and numbers and whatever?
Equalizers and numbers and whatever.
Okay, I apologize. I'm working on a new radio. I'm a fairly new hand, so this is hard for me to find on a moment's notice. Over.
Yes, sir. I understand that. So, did you find your equalizer, or are you still looking?
Did you find your equalizer, or are you still looking?
Would that be the mic equalizer?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, currently I have it off.
Okay, turn it on and tell me what kind of equalizer it is, sir. It would be a 3-band, 2-band, 8-band, or what?
It would be a 3-band, 2-band, 8-band, or what?
Or it could be things like high pass 1, high pass 2, or you know, I'm not real sure about your thing is, you know, I need for you to know your radio. I just give you what it needs. I got the cure, but you got to plug stuff in, you know.
What it needs. I got the cure, but you got to plug stuff in, you know.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, I just heard you asking about the radio, and I just thought I'd jump in here, but I don't want to waste your time if somebody else wants to jump back in. Over.
Yes, sir. Well, not a problem, but let me give you another note then on the equalization. As I've listened to your audio, you need about 3 clicks treble boost. 3 clicks treble boost. And whether that's a 2-band, 3-band, or what, I'm not real sure. If you have like an 8-band parametric, it would be 2.6K width 4 plus 3. Main thing is plus 3 on the top end EQ. Roger, just make that note.
3 on the top end EQ. Roger, just make that note.
Yeah, it's 3-band on the parametric.
Yes, sir. Now, is that a parametric? Do you have? Can you shift the frequency of that treble EQ? Can you shift the frequency to what you want, or is it just a fixed 3-band?
Frequency to what you want, or is it just a fixed 3-band?
Yeah, I've got parametric 1 on 200, parametric 2 on 900, and parametric 3 on 2200.
Okay, take 3 to 2600. Equalizer 3, which is your treble EQ, take that to 2.6K, 2600. Roger?
Take that to 2.6K, 2600. Roger?
2600 is on.
All right, and make it a 4 width. Do you see how you can make that width a 4, Roger?
4 width. Do you see how you can make that width a 4, Roger?
From the bandwidth, I have it on 5 now, so I would think I have 3 is on 5. You say make it 4?
Yes, sir. Pull it to a 4.
Yes, sir. Pull it to a 4.
All right, so that treble EQ should be 2.6K at 4 width, Roger?
2.6K at 4 width, Roger?
At 4 width, yes.
All right, now I want you to go +3 as far as boost. Forget that, +4 on that control. Roger, +4?
On that control, Roger, +4.
That is +4 from where you are, wherever that was, +4 additional.
That is +4 from where you are, wherever that was, +4 additional.
This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. Right now we're working with Harry down in South Carolina on his FTDX10.
Harry down in South Carolina on his FTDX10.
What kind of net? Check in.
This is a controlled net, sir. This is a Qso-Vlog net where we assist folks in setting up their transmitters.
It's a Qso-Vlog net where we assist folks in setting up their transmitters.
This is Kilo Charlie 4, Tango Victor Zilla. I'm on a Yazoo FTDX 9000. How does it sound over there?
Right now we're working with Harry, sir. If you would, please, this is a controlled net.
Right now we're working with Harry, sir. If you would, please, this is a control net.
Okay, we're standing by. Give me a holler when you get around to it.
Roger, when I clear with Harry, give me a shout. Harry, you still there, sir?
Roger, when I clear with Harry, give me a shout. Harry, you still there, sir?
Going up a little bit on the manual and try to catch on the next round, over.
Okay, Harry, you have a problem giving me 3 dB 3-click boost on the treble control?
Giving me 3 dB 3-click boost on the treble control?
Yeah, I think it's being labeled as something else here, so I don't see anything boost. Another word for it, over.
Okay, sir, just take the note then. The treble EQ should be 2.6K operating frequency with a 4 width, and then you want to go 4 clicks boost from wherever you are, Roger?
And then you want to go 4 clicks boost from wherever you are, Roger?
All right, Harry, you got those notes, buddy?
All right, Harry, you got those notes, buddy?
Showing me the frequency, which I have at 2600 hertz. I have, it says parametric EO3 level. I have it on 6 and bandwidth on 4. I think you might be speaking about level.
Exactly, that's what I'm talking about. I want you to boost your level 3 clicks additional than from where you are.
Your level 3 clicks additional than from where you are.
Roger, I'll put 6 up to 9.
Can you do that now?
Can you do that now?
Okay, roger that. Any change in the audio?
Yeah, it's a little cleaner. I would go 1 more click, and 1 additional click boost from where you are.
And 1 additional click boost from where you are.
Roger, I'll put it up to 10.
And now, how close are you working that mic, Harry?
Now, how close are you working that mic, Harry?
Say that again?
How close are you working your microphone? How close are you to the microphone?
How close are you working your microphone? How close are you to the microphone?
Close. I'm on a Heil Pro 7, so I've got a headset on right now with the mic right up to my lips. Over.
Yes, sir. Okay. Do you have much latitude with the boom? Can you move the boom straight out in front of you as far as it'll go, and then at the last minute take a 90?
You as far as it'll go, and then at the last minute take a 90.
Okay, so now I have it out as far as back to about 90. Over.
I think you're sounding much better. Of course, your level just dropped, obviously, for some reason. Why don't you go now to your ALC, running that microphone just the way you had it last. Go back to your ALC and reset your level there. It probably dropped since you moved that mic away. So go back to your ALC. The magic word is audio, and adjust your mic gain until your ALC is running mid-scale to 2/3 again.
Until your ALC is running mid-scale to 2/3 again.
Okay, audio.
All right, it looks like you may be running mid-scale to 2/3. Now, why don't you give me about 10 seconds of audio and tell me what you like best about your radio.
Seconds of audio, and then tell me what you like best about your radio.
The receiving ability is amazing.
Yeah, a little bit more than that. About 10 seconds, put it together.
Yeah, a little bit more than that. About 10 seconds, put it together.
All right, is there any difference in the audio now?
Yeah, it sounds a lot better since you backed off the mic. What you were doing was there's a thing called proximity effect on microphones, and when you get really close to them, it starts building a bass boost, and when you get really close, then you go past the point of being able to actually control it with the equalizer. So you want to work that mic just the way you're doing now, Roger?
With the equalizer. So you want to work that mic just the way you're doing now, Roger?
Roger that. Again, it's new to me having a headset, so I just have been having it very close to the mouth. Over.
Yes, sir. That sounds so much better, Harry. Just night and day. And I want you to hear it. So if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor, Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook, it will take you to this recording. So it's a YouTube search for KC9VKV logbook. And this will be cut number 1 of 2100 series of Qso-Vlogs, and I'll have it uploaded by tomorrow at noon.
Qso-Vlogs, and I'll have it uploaded by tomorrow at noon.
Great, and that's on the YouTube channel, you said?
Yes, sir. YouTube search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor, Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook.
Charlie 9 Victor, Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook.
Good, I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Your audio's just perfect now. So thanks for dropping by, and hopefully if you get a chance to join us next Friday. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. My name is Jim, and if you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
Jim, and if you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout. In for XYC.
XYC station, come back slowly, phonetically with your call sign.
XYC station, come back slowly, phonetically with your call sign. Yeah, good afternoon. The call is November 4th, X-Ray, Yankee, Charlie.
Roger, X-Way, Yankee, Charlie, what's the name there?
Roger, X-Way, Yankee, Charlie, what's the name there? The name is John, and I'm located in Cleveland, Tennessee.
Roger, John, gosh, what radio are you running?
Roger, John, what radio are you running? Okay, I'm running the ICOM 7300, and I have set everything sort of to neutral, to the neutral settings. I've turned the compression off, and I have a brand new Heil ICM microphone on a boom. And so I've cut the compression off, and I've got the treble and the bass EQ to neutral in hopes that you can help me get this set up correctly.
Yes, sir. Okay, let's do it. Starts with you checking for your bandpass setting. It should be set to 100 to 2900. Bandpass setting should be 100 to 2900, Roger. And you have three options there. I would suggest setting all three of those options to 100 to 2900. That's the only way to run that radio, Roger.
To 100 to 2900. That's the only way to run that radio, Roger. Okay, now that's the only menu that I may need a little help to find. And I think I can find the others, but give me a little help on getting into that.
Gosh, I need for you to know how to get the things on your radio. I've got the cure, but I need for you to administer it. Roger?
On your radio. I've got the cure, but I need for you to administer it. Roger? Okay. Just stand by there.
Should be settings, I think. Settings?
Should be settings, I think. Settings. Okay. I'm on wide.
Yes, sir. That's wide is 100 to 2900, Roger?
Yes, sir. That's wide is 100 to 2900, Roger? It says 100 to 2900, over.
Yes, sir. That's where you want to be. All right. Now let's move to your compressor. Engage your compressor. And at a 3 out of 10, 30 out of 100. The 7300 will be set your compressor to a 3, Roger?
The 7300 will be set your compressor to a 3, Roger? Okay, I just set the compressor to 3.
Alrighty, now let's move to your ALC with mic gain in hand. And as you say the magic word audio, adjust the microphone for mid-scale to 2/3 reading on your ALC.
Microphone for mid-scale to 2/3 reading on your ALC. Okay, audio. 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 Well, it seems to be there. The mic gain is on 100.
So be it. If that's what it takes to get that there, and we'll be listening now. Let's move to your EQ page, Roger.
And we'll be listening now. Let's move to your EQ page, Roger. Okay. Stand by.
John, you sound like crap.
Okay, I'm at the EQ page.
Alrighty, I want you to go +3 clicks boost treble EQ. +3 clicks boost treble EQ, Roger.
Treble EQ. +3 clicks boost treble EQ, Roger. Okay, there's 3 clicks boost EQ.
Alright, and I want you to bring go to your bass now. +1 on your bass line.
+1 on your bass line. Okay, there we go. We're at +1.
Alrighty, sir, and I want you to be sure that you continue to work your microphone specifically the same way. Redundant is the answer to quality, and as far as working mics. So I want you to be particularly cognizant of the way you're working that microphone, and just work it the same way each time, Roger, because if you vary distances from that mic, it shifts the EQ and it shifts the audio level.
Vary distances from that mic, it shifts the EQ and it shifts the audio level. Okay, well, now I don't have my headphone monitor on, but I'm about 3 fingers away, and the boom mic is coming in from a 90-degree angle. So I'm talking across the top of it, and also I have the foam wind sock, whatever you call it. Over.
Yes, you're loaded for bear. You could swallow that microphone; it would sound good, Roger.
Loaded for bear. You could swallow that microphone; it would sound good, Roger. Okay. So am I good to go?
You got it going on, bud. And if you want to hear your audio, if you go to YouTube, call it a search for KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook. That will take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 of a series of 2100 Qso-Vlog recordings on YouTube. So it's YouTube search for KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook. We'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow.
Followed followed by the word logbook. We'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow. Well, thank you so much, and I appreciate what you do for the amateur community. You know, if you ask 10 people what you sound like, you'll get 10 different answers. But you've always helped me out, and I've been on here with you a couple of times in the past. So thank you very much. And 73 from Chattanooga, N4 XYC.
Roger, Roger. Well, you running that foam windscreen is just beautiful, because it takes out all the don'ts and do's and just leaves the good stuff. So you got it. This is KC9VKV, the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
Qso-Vlog. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
Kilo Delta 8, Romeo Whiskey Echo.
Romeo Whiskey Echo, come back with a name, please.
Romeo Whiskey Echo, come back with a name, please.
And the Kilo Delta 8, Romeo Whiskey Echo, and the handle here would be Dale. Delta Alpha Lima Echo.
Roger, Dale, and whereabouts are you located, sir?
Roger, Dale, and whereabouts are you located, sir?
Yeah, we'll be up here in Battle Creek, Michigan.
Give me that one more time.
Give me that one more time.
We'll be up here in Battle Creek, Michigan.
I got you, Michigan. Roger, Roger, sir. And what radio are you running, sir?
I got you, Michigan. Roger, Roger, sir. And what radio are you running, sir?
Yeah, the GS 850S. Kenwood.
Yes, sir. Okay, let's go for the setup, if you would like. First thing is to verify your bandpass as being 100 to 2900. Double check to be sure your bandpass is set to 100 to 2900. Roger?
Sure, your bandpass is set to 100 to 2900. Roger?
Sure what you're talking about with the bandpass. Kind of new at this.
Yes, sir. Well, each radio, you can change the frequency that it operates within. The normal is 100 to 2900, and then you can start restricting the bandpass to 2700, 2400, like that. We want the radio to run in the 100 to 2900 bandpass. If you don't know where that is, why don't you make a note to self to find that what your bandpass is, and it should be set to 100 to 2900. Roger?
Your bandpass is, and it should be set to 100 to 2900. Roger?
Roger. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll look in the manual here and see if we can find it.
All right, so the next thing would be engage your compressor at a 3. 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100. It's a token amount, but it does just what we need to do. So compressor on and at a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100.
So compressor on and at a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100.
Okay, I did have my processor on, and it was set at 4, and I downed it to 3.
Yes, sir. Okay. Now, with mic gain in hand, I want you to move to your ALC, and with the magic word audio, I want you to manipulate your mic gain control until your ALC meter reads mid-scale to 2/3. Roger?
To your ALC meter reads mid-scale to 2/3. Roger?
Roger. Okay, we're down, audio, how's that?
Yes, sir. Now, just out of curiosity, it sounds like you might be working that microphone maybe like 8 inches away or something. Is that a Roger?
That microphone maybe like 8 inches away or something. Is that a Roger?
That's a Roger.
All right, well, what's happening is you're picking up a lot of room echo, wall echo. And what I suggest is that you move to about 3 inches, work that since your Radio Shack does not have good acoustics to work that microphone that far away, I would move up on that microphone to about 3 inches and work it that way, and then we'll probably have to go back to reset your ALC. But come up on that mic where you're about 3 inches away, Roger.
Set your ALC, but come up on that mic where you're about 3 inches away, Roger.
That's Roger. How's this? My gain, the ALC didn't come up too much.
Well, it's pretty hot. I would go ahead and reset your ALC this next time, and come in a little bit closer to that mic. I'm still getting some room noise there, so come just maybe an inch. How far are you now? We want you about 2 inches away from that mic.
Maybe an inch. How far are you now? We want you about 2 inches away from that mic.
Okay, we're about 2 inches away from the mic, and we'll go down with the ALC just a little bit more. How's that?
Yeah, what's your actual mic gain? What's your mic gain itself?
What's your actual mic gain? What's your mic gain itself?
We're down to 2.5 for a little 3.
Out of 100?
Out of 100?
Negatory to be out of 10.
Okay, put it on a 2. Put it on a 2 and let me hear you.
Okay, put it on a 2. Put it on a 2 and let me hear you.
Okay, we oh no, wait. Audio. Okay, we got a mic gain right at 0 now.
You have a mic level of 0?
You have a mic level of 0?
Okay, here we go. Audio. Okay, how does that sound? Now we got the buttons, the power button, and the big dial and the little dial, and I kind of got them mixed up here.
Roger, you're still pretty hot. Do you have any form of compression going on the mic itself?
Do you have any form of compression going on the mic itself?
It is a power mic. It's a Kenwood MC60.
Yes, sir. Okay, take the volume of that mic and put it on about noontime. About noontime on the volume on that mic, Roger.
About noontime. About noontime on the volume on that mic, Roger.
Okay, there's no dial on the mic. It's just the power amp on or off.
Is that right? Do you have no? Do you have any volume control on it, like a screwdriver just on the bottom or anything?
On it, like a screwdriver just on the bottom or anything?
No, not the mic itself. I haven't. When I switched the batteries in it, I just picked up the radio, and there might be a pot inside the cover there.
Roger. Well, usually they would have it exposed so that you could get to it with the bottom on. You just sound a little hot, so I would go. What's your actual mic level at the moment?
So I would go. What's your actual mic at the moment?
Okay, we're at a 2 right now on mic gain.
All right, just for kicks, go to 1.5. We're going to find out what we need to do here. So just put it on 1.5 and let me hear you.
What we need to do here. So just put it on 1.5 and let me hear you.
Okay, audio.
All right, I want you to tell me about your antenna system, Roger.
All right, I want you to tell me about your antenna system. Yeah,
Roger, I was trying to get you on my my Milford PA SDR, but I've got you on the Georgia SDR, and you're sounding pretty loud there. Still, give me a little bit more audio, a little bit longer, maybe I don't know, maybe 15 seconds, so I can hear you just a little cleaner, Roger.
I don't know, maybe 15 seconds, so I can hear you just a little cleaner, Roger.
Okay, audio. Testing 1, 2, 3, audio.
Yes, sir. Okay, let's go to your equalization page. Maybe we've got some mids really peaked up there. To your equalization page, Roger.
Really peaked up there. To your equalization page, Roger.
Hello, Roger. This radio is probably too old to have one, so it's 91, probably made in 1991.
Okay, so you do not have an equalization page, Roger?
Okay, so you do not have an equalization page, Roger?
That'd be Roger.
All right, so just out of curiosity, I want you to come within an inch of that microphone. I want you to come right up to that microphone about an inch away and talk to me for 10 seconds or so.
Inch away and talk to me for 10 seconds or so.
Okay. Testing 1, 2, 3. Audio.
All right, Dale, now, I don't know, do you have concrete walls in that shack? Is your radio shack a concrete wall shack?
In that shack? Is your radio shack a concrete wall shack?
That's a negative, but it's a very small room. It's a very small room. It's a real small bedroom.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, you really need to work that mic, what we call tight mic, because, you know, that room is pretty alive, and it doesn't take much to start getting into your audio. So the closer you work your mic, the less room garbage you're going to have in there with you. Roger, Roger?
The less room garbage you're going to have in there with you. Roger, Roger?
That's a Roger. Yeah, okay, we'll get real close here, and does that make it better?
Yes, sir. Now, I wish that you had a volume control for your microphone, because you're down into numbers now like 1, and right somewhere in that area, you know, what that indicates is that your microphone is really putting out a bunch, so that's where you're at a 1 on your dial, your mic gain. So normally what you would do if you had a volume control for that microphone, would be to back off the mic gain at proper, and then bring your internal mic gain back up to about a 5. And that way you could be assured that you're not overloading your mic front end by that signal being too hot out of that microphone. Roger?
By that signal being too hot out of that microphone. Roger?
There's a Roger. Yeah, we'll double check. We'll take the cover back off and make sure there's not a pot inside there, you know. And if there is, we'll turn it, and then we can turn our mic gain back up.
Roger. Now I want you to turn your mic gain down just a little bit more. I want to find out if we can just actually get it into clear. Matter of fact, and also, why don't you dump out of your compressor? Dump your compressor off, and let me hear you, Roger.
Compressor off, and let me hear you, Roger.
Yes, sir. Okay, I want you to come up to a 2 on your mic gain. Come up to a 2 on your mic gain, and let me hear you.
2 on your mic gain. Come up to a 2 on your mic gain, and let me hear you.
Okay, testing 1, 2, 3. Now the ALC went way up to beyond the full scale.
Okay, so use that magic word audio and adjust the ALC from mid-scale to 2/3 by way of a mic gain control with your compressor out of the circuit.
With a mic gain control with your compressor out of the circuit.
Okay, audio, 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 testing 1, 2, 3.
All right, well, at least now you've got a little dynamic range. Before, your dynamic range had been crushed to something like a dB of dynamic range. You were just up against the wall volume-wise. Now you've got a little movement. You have a little dynamic range in your audio, right?
Movement. You have a little dynamic range in your audio, right?
That's a Roger. Yeah, it's very touchy right down when you get it right down there. It just don't take hardly nothing to move it. So we'll work on, getting that set.
Yeah, okay, so, and I don't think you need that compressor right at the moment because it's just, go ahead and put it back in just for a moment. Put your compressor back in just like it is for a moment, and let me hear you.
For a moment. Put your compressor back in just like it is for a moment, and let me hear you.
Yeah, Dale, I think conditions are about faded out there, sir. Go ahead and take that compressor out. The last time I heard you, it sounded really nice with the compressor out. So just keep the compressor off. Roger, Roger.
Nice with the compressor out. So just keep the compressor off. Roger, Roger.
Dare, are you still there?
Dare, are you still there?
Yeah, I think I am. Let's see here. Yeah, I had to move the ALC just up right here when I turned the processor on.
All right, so you've got the processor compressor out of the circuit now, Roger.
So you've got the processor compressor out of the circuit now, Roger.
No, I put it back in the circuit.
Yeah, well, take it out because it just is too much. You're just, it destroys your dynamic range. You're just up against the wall too much, Roger.
Destroys your dynamic range. You're just up against the wall too much, Roger.
That's a Roger. And when I turn it off, my mic gain, my ALC goes way up. So I'm going to turn that down. Audio, 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 audio. How's that?
Yeah, I think that's got it, sir. I think that's got it. Why don't you give me 10 seconds on the subject of your choice? Tell me something I don't know.
10 seconds on the subject of your choice. Tell me something I don't know.
Okay, yeah, we just picked up this radio from a guy at work, and his father had passed away, and so it's been sitting for about 10 years, and I'm not fully sure that it all is 100% of a radio, but we went from a old ICOM 730 to this, so it's got a lot more adjustments, and it sounds a lot better, so I'm hoping it works okay.
Yes, sir. That sounds really nice. It sounds very nice. And if you go to YouTube, do that call letter search, KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook. That'll bring this recording up, and you'll be able to hear the difference from where we started to where we're ending up. And I would just keep those controls just like they are now. I would get the duct tape out and taper down.
Just like they are now. I would get the duct tape out and taper down.
Okay, we thank you very much, and VK88 RWE clear.
Yes, sir. And Dale, just remember to work that microphone just the way you are now, nice and tight, just like you are now. Otherwise, those walls will start to get into your audio pretty quick. 73, sir. Have a great afternoon, beautiful weekend. This is KC9VKV, the Friday afternoon, Qso-Vlog. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
Vlog. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
This is Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor in the Friday afternoon, Qso-Vlog Network. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
Network. If you have a radio, give me a shout. Kilo Whiskey 4, Echo X-Ray.
Echo X-Ray, go ahead, come back with the call sign slowly phonetically.
Echo X-Ray, go ahead, come back with the call sign slowly phonetically. Kilo Whiskey 4, Echo X-Ray.
Echo X-Ray, Roger, Roger, what's the name there?
Echo X-Ray, Roger, Roger, what's the name there? Hey, the name here is Gordon, located about 40 miles north of Atlanta at Lake Lanier.
Roger that, and what was the name again?
Roger that, and what was the name again? The name is Gordon.
Roger, Roger, Gordon, and what radio are you running, sir?
Roger, Roger, Gordon, and what radio are you running, sir? This is a Flex 6700 with an Elecraft KPA 1500 amplifier running about 300 watts.
Yes, sir. Well, why don't you give me about 10 seconds and tell me about your antenna system. Let me look around and see if I can find the best pass for us, Roger.
Let me look around and see if I can find the best pass for us, Roger. Roger.
Beautiful Lanier. Running a Flex 6700 cider into an Elecraft KPA 1500 amplifier into a 80-meter horizontal skyloop antenna. And I just happened to be running bands and heard your request for radios to be checked out. So I was wanting to know if I could get a signal and an audio. At any rate, this is KW4EX, Kilo Whiskey 4, Echo X-Ray.
Roger, Gordon, right now I have you on my local antenna, and we have a set of procedure. It starts with you verifying that you're in the 100 to 2900 bandpass mode. 100 to 2900 bandpass mode, Roger?
Actually, I'm in 50 to 3000 bandpass mode.
All right, pull it to 100 to 2900. You know, when you run up to 3K, you have people come look for you with pitchforks.
All right. I'm at 100 to 2900.
All right, then we move to your compressor processor, engaged at a 3 out of 10 or a 30 out of 100.
I don't have that option. I just have normal processing, which is the lightest compression level.
You have like a normal compression level?
Correct.
All right, so in the normal mode, Roger?
Correct, that's Roger.
All right, now move to your ALC with mic gain in hand. And as you say the magic word audio, adjust your mic gain until your ALC is running mid-scale to 2/3.
I don't have that option. I have the mic gain set to what Flex recommends, which is between -10 and 0 dB on the mic level meter.
All right, well, what I'm saying is that your dynamic range currently looks to be about 8 dB, between 10 and 8 dB, close to no processing at all. So what our setup procedure does is usually fatten you up from like a 10 dB dynamic range, which is no processing, to about a 3, which is a nice choice compromise between where you were and where you're going. And your average percent of peak modulation moves from 30% to 80 to 85% with the 3 dB dynamic range. Roger?
Roger, I can give a little more processing, and that would put me into a DX mode, and I just made that switch. And that's the only control that I have. I do not have any ALC control at all.
Roger. Well, actually, nobody does, but just by way of how much mic gain you do, that ALC meter is looking at the output of your limiter, actually. So as you push the limiter harder from the front end, it starts showing up on the ALC meter on the back end. Roger?
Roger, I do not have an ALC meter.
Yes, sir. I'm just saying, and that's usually how we get the 3 dB dynamic range, is by pushing the ALC to mid-scale to 2/3 as far as drive is concerned. But you have improved by running in that other position on your compressor. You have fattened up a little bit there. Why don't you tell me the best thing you like about your radio, and let me look at your audio again.
Okay, well, I do like the flexibility of the flex. I do love the receive filtering, especially. And, of course, the pan adapter is just top-notch, and that's something I really enjoy, so that I can see signals coming anywhere on the band, and actually even additional bands if necessary.
Roger. Now, what would happen, how is your mic gain defined as far as gain? Is it a rotary pot, slider pot, or what does your mic gain look like?
My mic gain is actually a slider built into the computer, and I've got a fairly low level at the moment. I've got the mic level at the moment. We've got the mic where it's peaking out just under 0 dB because I don't want to distort my output signal. It should be a pretty clean output at this level.
Yes, sir, and it does look to be about a 3.5 dB dynamic range, so probably close enough. Now, I'm a pusher for a little more top end, so I would suggest 2 clicks treble boost from where you are, Roger, on your treble control.
From where you are, Roger, on your treble control.
Well, it's a 7-band equalizer. I can add some more at, say, the 4K because it's at a bell curve. I'm going to add that in there. Could you tell the difference in the audio characteristics?
Do you have parametric on that EQ?
Do you have parametric on that EQ?
No, it's actually a 7-band equalizer.
Okay, so the ideal frequency for boosting I've found is 2.6K. 2.6K is the ideal frequency to push. So in your equalizer, it would probably be something around between 2 and 4, with probably hotter on the 4 than the 2, Roger?
With probably hotter on the 4 than the 2, Roger?
Yeah, I did. I increased the 4. I'm going to go on and bump the 2 1 notch. So I am running additional equalization at 2K, and I did bring the 4K up a bit.
Yes, sir. I think that articulation boost is really helpful, and not so much between us because you're probably 15 over on me, but when you get into those smoky places where you're a dB above somebody's noise level, it really helps to have a nice articulated signal so they can hear what you're saying, not just hear you saying and not be able to understand, but being able to understand what you're saying in adverse conditions.
But being able to understand what you're saying in adverse conditions.
Roger that. So is that something that I'm lacking in at the moment?
No, sir. I think you've got it in spades. I would even consider maybe adding a couple of clicks of bottom, about 200 cycles, somewhere in there.
About 200 cycles, somewhere in there.
Well, that's easy to do. How does that sound? I'll boost it. I'll make it a little smoother curve.
Alrighty, and tell me about your radio again some.
And tell me about your radio again some.
Well, it's the Flex 6700 series. It's software defined, and I'm running Smart SDR on a Windows computer at the moment. And that's the reason that everything is basically computerized, from the equalizer to mic gain and processing.
Oh, roger that. All right. Well, gosh, I think we got you sounding pretty good there. You were sounding really good before, but I think we just gave you just a little more articulation and got you just a little bit fatter. And I would run it just like that, you know. Make sure that you are consistently operating the microphone the same way. And I think it'd be great if you want to hear your audio, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook. That will take you to this recording. This will be cut number 1 of some 2100 Qso-Vlog Aircheck recordings. So YouTube search for KC9VKV logbook, and we'll have it uploaded by tomorrow noon. Roger?
Logbook, and we'll have it uploaded by tomorrow noon. Roger?
Oh, roger that. Well, I appreciate that. That's a wonderful help. So, at any rate, thank you for the advice and the feedback. That's greatly appreciated. And so with that, I'll send 73s your way, and we'll go on and sign. So have a great afternoon, and I know other people are going to look forward to you helping them as well. Kilo Whiskey 4 Echo X-Ray, clear.
Roger, Roger, Gordon, 73, sir. Have a great afternoon, beautiful weekend. This is the Qso-Vlog Net. My name is Jim, and if you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
My name is Jim, and if you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
I heard a kilo station back in there. Try it again, slowly, phonetically, with your call sign.
In there, try it again, slowly, phonetically, with your call sign.
I got Kilo Foxtrot and then Charlie Uniform. Why don't you give me one more time on that call sign, Roger?
Charlie Uniform. Why don't you give me one more time on that call sign, Roger?
Kilo Foxtrot 0, Alpha Charlie Uniform.
Alpha Charlie Uniform. Roger, Roger. What's the name there?
Alpha Charlie Uniform. Roger, Roger. What's the name there?
I have somebody that's tuning up on the frequency. Please, it's not polite to tune up on an active frequency. So, Alpha Charlie, what's that? Alpha Charlie, Uncle, Alpha Charlie Uniform, give me that name one more time, please.
Alpha Charlie Uniform, give me that name one more time, please.
The handle is Pat, Papa Alpha Tango.
Roger, copy, Pat. Is that a Roger?
Roger, copy, Pat. Is that a Roger?
Alrighty, Pat. And whereabouts are you, sir?
Alrighty, Pat. And whereabouts are you, sir?
Current duty is northwest Wisconsin in Burnett County.
Copy, Wisconsin. And what radio are you running there, Pat?
Copy, Wisconsin. And what radio are you running there, Pat?
Was that an FT891?
Was that an FT891?
Roger, Roger.
Alrighty, if you'd be interested in our setup procedure, first thing is verify that you're operating in the 100 to 2900 bandpass. 100 to 2900 bandpass, Roger?
Yes, 100 to 2900 bandpass, Roger?
Roger that. I have to go through my setup here real quick.
Was that a Roger? You're in the 100 to 2900 bandpass?
Was that a Roger? You're in the 100 to 2900 bandpass?
Roger. Okay, now let's go to your compressor. Engage your compressor processor on and at a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100. Compressor on at a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100.
Compressor on at a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100.
Roger, Roger, Pat, you got that?
Roger, Roger, Pat, you got that?
Roger, Roger. Just working on the compressor right now.
All right, let me know when you get compressor on and 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100.
You get the compressor on and 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100.
Roger, Roger.
This is KC9VKV, the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. Currently working Pat, Alpha Charlie uniform on his 891. He's engaging his compressor at a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100.
Engaging his compressor at a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100.
Pat, would it be better for me to give you some notes or what, sir?
Pat, would it be better for me to give you some notes or what, sir?
I can't find the compressor, and I'm in the menu right now. I cannot find the compressor.
Perhaps called a processor. Sometimes goes by the name of processor, compressor, processor. You know, it's the manufacturer chooses whichever. You know.
Processor, you know, it's the manufacturer chooses whichever. You know.
I just found it. It's PRC, and 30 out of 10. I'm currently at 50.
Yes, sir. So we want a 30 out of 100. 30 out of 100. Roger. I'm assuming that's 0 to 100. Is that correct?
Roger. I'm assuming that's 0 to 100. Is that correct?
Roger. I am currently now at 30.
Yes, sir. Okay, now move to your ALC meter with the mic gain in hand. And as you say the magic word audio, I want you to adjust your mic gain until your ALC meter is running mid-scale to 2/3. Roger?
Until your ALC meter is running mid-scale to 2/3. Roger?
Roger. 1 second.
And just a word about our transmitter setup procedure. It's not necessary for me to know your radio specifically as to where things are located. My setup procedure is sequential and specifically generic. So that means you must know your radio and where things are as I call for them. And right now, Pat's trying to find that ALC so we can do that setup.
Trying to find that ALC so we can do that setup.
No, there's no other name for the ALC but the ALC. The manufacturers haven't found a way to confuse you on that one yet, Roger.
Haven't found a way to confuse you on that one yet, Roger.
Roger. I found it. I was looking in the wrong spot here.
Oh, you did find it?
Oh, you did find it?
I did. I need to get out of my menu. This can get a little confusing when I'm in the wrong screen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. So anyway, that's, ALC meter up, and with mic gain control, the magic word is audio, and adjust that to where you're mid-scale to 2/3 on your ALC.
Audio, and adjust that to where you're mid-scale to 2/3 on your ALC.
And just say that word just like any other word that you would be speaking. You don't have to really stress it, just audio.
Yeah, speaking. You don't have to really stress it, just audio.
I'll tell you what, let's do it backwards. Take your, what is your current mic gain level? What is your mic level at the moment?
What is your current mic gain level? What is your mic level at the moment?
Current mic level is at 50.
All righty, take that to 40. Take that to 40, and then give me 10 seconds and tell me about your antenna system. 40 on the mic gain, and tell me about your antenna system.
40 on the mic gain, and tell me about your antenna system.
Okay, this is currently at 40. My current antenna system, I have strung up a G5RV between two trees, approximately 65 feet up in the air, over my property here in Wisconsin.
Yes, sir. Okay, I want you to pull about 2 inches additional distance from your microphone. Pull back about 2 inches further from your microphone than where you are.
Back about 2 inches further from your microphone than where you are.
All right, currently this is about 2 inches further than I normally speak into the microphone. Again, located here in Wisconsin, talking to you on a FERGUSSO'S antenna.
I think you should run that mic just like that. Until you can find your ALC, I would run that mic just like that distance, Roger?
I would run that mic just like that distance, Roger?
Roger. Yeah, I will do that. I do tend to hold it really close, and this could be much better for me. Over.
Yeah, and the other thing would be a note to self when you find your equalization page, which is the next step that we would do. I want you to boost your treble EQ 3 clicks treble boost from where you are. 3 clicks additional treble boost from where you are. Roger?
3 clicks additional treble boost from where you are. Roger?
Roger. I wrote that down in the notes here. I will do that.
All righty, and gosh, if you get a chance, join us next Friday, and let me hear you with all those numbers cranked in, Roger.
And let me hear you with all those numbers cranked in, Roger.
Roger, I will do that. You currently normally on this frequency on Fridays at this time?
Yes, sir. Friday afternoons only from 3:30 till 5. Friday afternoons only from 3:30 till 5 on this frequency, 7188. And we have been recording since 3:30, so if you would like to hear what your radio sounds like at the moment, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook, that will take you to this recording. This will be cut number 1 of some 2,100 Qso-Vlog Aircheck recordings, and I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow. Roger?
And I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow, Roger?
Roger, Roger, I will do that.
All right, Pat, sounding good, buddy. Get that top end EQ. And also, again, another note, if you don't have it, adjust that ALC for mid-scale to 2/3 by the magic word audio and mic gain manipulation. Roger?
By the magic word audio and mic gain manipulation. Roger?
Roger that. Thanks for the help on that. I will go through my menu and look that up, and I've written down this information in my notes. Thank you again.
Roger, Roger, Pat, 73, sir. Have a great afternoon, a beautiful weekend. And I see by the clock on the wall, there's a dead fly. Ooh, and that means we got to get out of here. We've enjoyed it. Hope you have. If so, and you participated, want to hear your audio, again, go to YouTube, do a call it or search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor, Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook. And we also have another series called KC9VKV Highlights. KC9VKV Highlights, which is a less, more philosophical, less technical a series of recordings that you might find interesting. So anyway, we got to get out of here. We'll say a 73 to everyone and be returning this frequency back to normal amateur radio use. This is KC9VKV Clear.
This is KC9VKV Clear.